Okay, it looks like I'm live here. Let's just see. Better than the first stream. The first stream I did, I saw Palms USA in there. So if you're around, join in. The first stream was bad. I don't know how good the signal is going to be on this one. So bear with me, folks. If I disappear, bad internet connection. Anyway, sorry I'm a little bit late. I was going to try to do it for 12. I shoot between 12 and 1. Southwest Ireland rainforest. Good to see you in there, Dare. I shoot between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific, but I was busy out there splitting lots of eucalyptus firewood. I got a ton of it out there. Camel who likes Coke is in there. Good. So this stream's a lot better than the first one. And so I just got in. Like I say, there's a lot of stuff to do out in the garden, and I only get 2 days off a week, Saturday and Sunday, the weekend. So I'm going to make the best of it out there. So after the stream, I'm going to head back out and I'm going to do more things. So it's 1:12 p.m. Pacific time. Current temperature about 7.4 degrees Celsius, and kind of hazy out. It's just kind of cloudy out today. It's nice. It's nice for working. And when you wear these Stanfields, these shirts, it gets hot. These are wool. You got to wear a shirt underneath it, otherwise you get really itchy, right? But these are really good shirts for working out in the winter months. And man, I was overheating yesterday at work wearing this thing, I'll tell you. Wendy's going out in the garden. I was just down in the greenhouse earlier, and I see the mice are up to no good in there. Usually at this time, hey, palm tree dude, good to see you in there. Hello. I was out in the when I was down there splitting wood in the lower garden where the nursery is, splitting the eucalyptus firewood. I said I'm going to pop into the greenhouse and check it out. And the mice have been pulling out the seedlings and eating the roots off of them. So they ate some brazoria, they ate some trachycarpus. Usually they go for the trachycarpus palm. I've seen them go for sable palms too. So I loaded up the mouse traps with cheese, and we're going to nuke those babies. Southwest Air, my business is really thriving away. That's good. And Mike, good for you, Dara. I'm glad to hear they're doing well there in Ireland. The Emerald Isle, the palmy Emerald Isle. Yeah, those mice, man, are a real pain in the butt. It was just raining, then got a wintry mix view. Okay, well, that's okay. Wintry mixes sometimes breaks up the monotony of the weather patterns and makes it a little exciting. Well, I tell you what, I think in a week or so from now, it's going to start to cool off here. I think some cool air is coming down from Alaska. So it should make for some interesting video when I'm out in the garden. It's going to be clear and cool. I don't see any snow right now, but a lot of times when we get the clear, cold weather first, as it starts to warm up, then we get the snow. Camel likes Coke. I just planted my dragon fruit. Oh, cool. I love dragon fruit. That is such a yummy fruit. You know, that palm tree dude 2C out. It's not too bad. Could be worse, right? 2C is not that bad. So I'm seeing low temperatures of around -2 degrees Celsius for us coming up at the end of the month. So anyway, -2 is not that bad. Nothing to worry about anyway. Hopefully they will make it spring. Yeah, hopefully they do, Dara. Keep us updated. It's zone pushing at its finest, that's for sure. So yeah, you can always make videos of it, and it gives you something to make videos of, right? The last week of January is honestly the coldest week. Yeah, we can get some pretty cold weather in late January, and usually by mid-February, I say we're in the safe zone. Just went to 3. Hey, that's balmy and palmy. 3C, that's around 30, I think 39, 30, 38 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. You guys can figure that out, something like that. But yeah, no, it's actually a really nice day here. And after the stream, I'm going to head back out. I got a bunch of stuff to do in the garden, but I'm really happy I split up that eucalyptus wood. Hey, Palms USA. When we get all these other eucalyptus trees cut down, I'm going to have a mountain of firewood. It's going to be a ton of it, just a ton of firewood to chop up. I love chopping firewood, man. The other stream was really bad, Palms USA. It was a bad signal. I could see here it's even showing me bad signal, so I just decided to start another one. We're meant to get -3. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah, we're going to get to, I see -2, and it could get colder. It depends where you live on Salt Spring Island, give or take, right? You have to give or take some degrees. Are you splitting each log 4 ways? I'm getting about 4 out of these ones. These rounds are about this big. I'm getting about 5, sometimes 6 pieces out of one. I'm splitting them a little smaller, but they're nice eucalyptus rounds, super heavy wood. Hey, thanks for joining in, Palms USA. Always good to interact with you guys and see what's happening in other parts of the world. So Wendy and I went to town this morning, went for a Java to Salt Spring Roasting Company. Usually I go to Beachside, but I wanted to try the new and improved, renovated Salt Spring Island Roasting Company. It's been there since '96, and they have a really good coffee there. Salt Spring Roasting Coffee is awesome. They actually sell it in Costco here across Canada. It's going to be probably freeze a few times coming. Well, yeah, we're going to get some freeze too. Just a friendly reminder that we do live in the Great White North. That's just something you'll have to plenty. Oh yeah, man, tons of wood. I split about 2.5, 3 cords last year, and I cut up a lot of trees. I don't use the forecast much. Yeah, I know. Uriel, sometimes the weather guys get paid to be wrong. And I better not say that. I used to be the weatherman on Salt Spring Island for our radio station here, and I actually enjoyed doing it. And if you don't believe me, you can watch the videos. There's lots of them on Jungle Joe C, me doing the weather forecast. Oh, Ron. We are on. Okay, sorry guys. I had a really bad connection. I'll do a live stream. I'll do a live stream later on today too. If I fade away one more time, I will do a live stream for you guys. I'm back. It came across, connection failed, and that's the way it is here sometimes. I don't know what it is. If there's more people using the internet, we don't have fiber optics here on Salt Spring Island, and it's just not the greatest. Hello, Max. How's it going? So maybe around 5:30 or something, I'll do a live stream again. I might do it on Jungle Joe C. We'll see. And hey, Sandor, good to see you in there. And I hope you guys are having good weather out there too. It's seasonal here today, and it's quite nice for working. I will be there. Okay, Palms USA, cool. So hopefully this one can go a few more minutes before fading away. And what I'll do before I go out, maybe I'll upload a video too. And yeah. Anyway, like I say, it's always nice to have you guys in there. Current time here, 1:19 p.m. Pacific time. So been streaming for 7 minutes and 50 seconds. And it's nice when I can do the longer live streams. I kind of enjoy those because we kind of get into it. And then time goes so fast. I look at the clock. I was like, wow, we've been streaming for like an hour. That's crazy. Talking mostly palmy stuff. And then a lot of times we get newcomers pop in to comment and they're wondering, what is this guy talking about? Hey, white with dreamy eyes, Dave. I think it's funny when newcomers come in and they really don't know what we are talking about. It's like, what is this all about? You know what I mean? They stumble across a live stream because they're end up watching. They tune into the channel and then I'm live streaming. Yeah, I like having you guys in there, Palms USA. I think, like I say, it's a lot of fun doing it. Joe, do you ever use frost protections? No, it never gets that cold. I've never used it in my life, Camel, ever. It never get cold enough to use frost protection here. So I hope it never gets that cold. Put it this way, it's never been cold enough here to kill a Trachycarpus palm. The oldest ones on our island were planted in the mid-1960s. It's snowy in my town in the Netherlands, 2 centimeters after 2 years. Well, that's all right. 2 centimeters isn't bad. Well, we're going to get cooler at the end of the month, Max. So stay tuned for videos if we get some snow and some cold. Yeah, thanks, Dara. I like the live streams. I think they're fun too. I like to babble. You know what I mean? I like to talk, and I can talk to you guys. But yeah, so if you look at the Southern Gulf Island forecast, we have our own forecast, and it's different than Vancouver, and it's different than Victoria. So you know what I mean? It's we have our own microclimate here in the Southern Gulf Islands in this rain shadow. Wait, so what temps would you need to use it at? I don't know. I'm guessing probably below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very rare ever that we get below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, even in a bad winter. So minus 6.5 degrees Celsius, something like that. I don't know. I don't know much about wilt proof. I think they call it wilt proof. And it's an anti-desiccant for BLEs, plants that are subject to severe frost damage or cold damage on the broadleaf evergreen. So I don't know. I mean, I couldn't spray a 100-foot eucalyptus tree with wilt proof. Put it that way. If it got that cold, we wouldn't be able to grow eucalyptus trees here, right? My daughter and I walked across frozen Canadian Lake. Sweet. Hey, that would have been an awesome video, White with Dreamy Eyes. I hope you shot a video of that. I'm going to try it on a purple. Try a purple palm. Purple palm. Oh, cool. Which one is that, Dara? Is much warmer than DC. Well, this time of the year, your summers are hotter and our winters are probably milder here. How's the weather for you guys? It's Sandor. Yeah, it's around 7.4, 7.5 degrees Celsius here. It's normal, just seasonal. And the low temperature last night was 4.9, something like that. Oh, you didn't do a video. Dave, that would have been awesome. You would have been crazier if you're out there and the ice went and it cracked. But I mean, you guys can walk to safety. I did that one time. So I'm down on one of these South End lakes, and it was a cold winter day. It might have been 2008. And one of the guys I work with says, I dare you to walk out there. So I walked out about 6 feet off the shore, and I says, look at that, solid. And it went, and it's cracked all the way around me. So I kind of shimmied back in. I'm finally getting that. Celsius. Yeah. So 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And 0 degrees Fahrenheit is around minus 17.8 degrees Celsius. Something like that. Celsius sounds a lot colder. It's 8C, so we're pretty close to the same. So 8C is around 46, something like that. And if you guys are unsure, online conversion, temperature conversion, sorry, Parajubea. You're doing a Parajubea cocoides or, yeah, tortorii. It says 2C. Oh, that's not bad. 2C is pretty balmy. You got to think about it. Your latitude, Dave, white with dreamy eyes. I mean, you're a lot farther north than I think Dave is the most northern person on this forum. I think Dave needs to win a prize for that. How about Edmonton? Actually, sometimes a guy comes in from Edmonton. Is Edmonton more north of Prince George? It may be. And we know Jane is the most south. Actually, my friend Ingrid Gott was pretty south too. I used to have to look up converted, but now that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know both, and it's nice to know both. 7.3 Palms USA, so pretty close to the same as we are. I'm going, oh, I want to come hiking too, Jane. Where are you hiking? Up Diamond Head? Aloha, Jane. I'm probably in Edmonton. Is even with me. Okay, so you're probably the same latitude as Edmonton, Dave. Arcanto Phoenix, Purpurea. So a king palm. Arcanto Phoenix, Cunninghamiana is a king palm. They're native to, I believe, Australia. Probably Edmonton is even palm dude. It's 38 where I am. 38's not bad. You know what? It could be a lot worse. Think about it when you guys got the polar vortex. How cold did it get there when you got polar vortex? I'm hiking to Hawaii. Oh, Jane, I need to go hiking there too. But, you know, we got lots of hiking trails here. Salt Spring Island is full of hiking trails, front to back, east to west, and all over the place. So, Jane, if you ever come to British Columbia again in Vancouver, make your way to the Southern Gulf Islands, and we could take you hiking here, Wendy and I. You'd love the trails here through the forest. And a lot of them end up right down on nice beaches too. Yeah, we're going to get colder too. Like I say, at the end of the month, Camel, but there's no vortex here. Just I see cooler, but I don't see frigid yet. I can't grow palms here. Because you're an awesome guy. It doesn't matter. You can grow palms. You can grow palms inside tropical plants. And it's not just about palms. It's also about every other subject we want to talk about, and indoor exotic plants, outdoor exotic plants. Koa trees there are growing in windy. So I wonder if they're kind of bent from the wind a little bit, Jane. Johan's in there. Johan. Good day, Johan, or good evening to you. It is good day from us here on Salt Spring Island, 1:25 p.m. Pacific time here on our islands in the North Pacific. We even had winter mix in our. Did you really? Yeah. Well, the last winter mix we had was in December, about I guess it was 5 days before Christmas, something like that. We had our snow. Yeah, I know it's always fun. Anybody can join in these live streams. Ivano, our pygmy date palms, easy to grow. I'll tell you what, Ivano. Phoenix robolinae are very prone to spider mites with dry indoor air, so be cautious. Jane Dang, they grow like large bushes. Ah, cool. They kind of remind me maybe of like Manzanita up on the top of our mountains. Well, that's crazy. It's pretty cool. I wish I was in Hawaii right now. As much as I'm enjoying it here, I do love Hawaii. It's 9:26 p.m. here. So I did a live stream where Derek had to join in. I was thinking of Derek because I know if I do it too late, then it's going to be really late in Ireland. So you guys are 8 hours. Ireland's 8 hours ahead of our island. Wow, cool. Hi, Joe. Fabian. Hello, how's it going? Fabian 90, not just Fabian 90. I'm guessing Fabian was born in 1990. Is that why you have that number there? I could be Banana J SSI 64 because I was born in 64, a long time ago when the earth was green. Yeah. Sandor and Palm are going to get a stout. Nice. You are right, Fabian. You were born. My oldest son was born in February 1991. So you were born just before him. It's probably possible to grow date palms with protection when it gets cold. There have been date palms growing here, and they get killed in a bad winter. So it's a short-term plant. And we have a small one in the ground. I put a bucket over top of it in the wintertime. I grew it from seed. I have seedlings of Urcanto Phoenix. Oh, cool. I don't know that one. I'm not sure with that one, Max. I don't even think I've even heard of it. I know Arcanto Phoenix, but I don't know about that one. Well, we haven't had snow. Yeah, you're lucky. I don't like snow. What's your nursery called? Banana Joe's. Banana Joe's Palm Nursery here on Salt Spring Island, okay? And you can see the videos on YouTube. Maybe I could almost grab a beer too, right? You know, but I'm not right now because I gotta get back outside and I gotta do a bunch of stuff. There's the palm nursery there. You see that? Banana Joe's Hardy Palms right there. And we don't have a website. I don't need a website because people find me on Facebook and people just seem to find me. I planted it. I'm out stout, but I'll grab. We have a sneaky weasel here. My Arcanto Phoenix is still alive. Find it. Wow. Palm tree dude, that's crazy. Somebody shot a video the other day of cordy lines in New Jersey, little ones surviving still. But are you going hiking, Jane? Jane, I'll meet up with you on the trail there. We'll bring some snacks. I'll bring some pokey and some spam musubi. Anyway, you take care, Jane, and have a good hike up there. Put your sunscreen on and wear a hat. I've been following 2014 Fabian. Cool. You were just a kid back then. So, well, not really. You were okay. So you were 30. So you were 24 years old. That was 6 years ago already. Right on. Well, this channel's been going since 2010, early July 2010, and then my other one started in 2008. But I didn't think I started uploading till about early 2009. So my first YouTube channel was 13 years ago. But like I say, I don't think I actually started uploading videos. I had the channel, I made it, and so I could watch other YouTube stuff and comment. And then I decided I'd shoot videos. I'm glad you got the seeds, Dara. So you know how to grow them. If you need any growing tips, hey, there's lots of stuff on YouTube. I used to send information with my seeds, but I don't need to. There's so much stuff on YouTube. Yes, you've been following for a long time. I want to say Snowbird Flock, 2008. So you not only do you hold the record for the most northern person in here, you also hold the record for maybe the longest watching the channel because you started out on my other channel, my original channel. Greg Slasky, hey, it's great. I was busy this morning chopping a lot of firewood. Or maybe 2009, still a long time ago. 2009, it seems like eons ago, doesn't it? Yeah, Greg, doing well. Got lots done out there in the garden, and I'm going to head back out. And I'm going to be, if I have any more potted stuff outside, I still got 2 tree ferns outside, 3 date palms, and some citrus. That's got to go in the house if it's going to get cold. I'm going to put it in the basement or the tiki hut. Yeah, been following this since 69. That's a long time. I was 5. I still like them before that, though. Cool. That's awesome. Palm tree dude. Are easy to grow anyway. They are. Trachycarpus are foolproof here. Needle palm, Rapidophyllum foolproof. And when I mean foolproof, it's fully hardy long-term. Sable minor and Butea, not so much foolproof at this location. And Jubea chilensis is foolproof. And the eucalyptus trees we grow are all hardy too. But you never know. We could get the once of a lifetime freak cold snap and it kills the eucalyptus trees. But man, would that make a good video? And really, I don't care if my eucalyptus trees die in a bad cold snap because I want the big ones to go anyway. I need them cut down. They got to get cut down. They're just way too big and too dangerous. If one of them falls on our house, it's going to cause a lot of damage. And it was my bad planting them so close together. I got a tight-knit grove of them. I'm looking out at them right now. And man, that wood is just so dense and heavy. But it splits so easy. It's nice. Palm Tree Dude's got a cool channel too. Sandor, great channel. White with Dreamy Eyes. Dara, Southwest Ireland Rainforest Project. Fabian, I'm from Switzerland near Zurich. 7. I have Jubea. I have Jubea from Lucarno is doing very good. Have you tried? Ever tried Dipsis decipiens? And yeah, it is difficult to get a hold of. I've never tried it. I know about it though. I need some Camarops, sable miners. Yes, they're good palms, Camel. I have never been lucky with palm seeds or banana have any chips because what you want, Johan, is to start with fresh seeds. Fresh is best. And you know what? For folks that don't know much about Switzerland, Fabian's in Switzerland, in southern Switzerland, Lugano and Locarno is full of palm trees. It's not so far from the Italian border. There's great videos of palm trees in Switzerland. And one guy that's got a lot of palm tree videos on Switzerland, like part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And it's just amazing what grows in Locarno and Lugano, Switzerland. I used to have a good friend that moved here from Lugano, Switzerland. And he was one of the palm pioneers in Vancouver. You should see his garden. It's still there, and it's unbelievable. He grew the palms. See, the palms, he collected the seed in Lugano, Switzerland in 1966. I got videos of his place here. It's to die for. Gerard Prairie, and he had Oak Ridge Landscaping. He was a big-time palm guy. He was kind of my palm mentor. And he passed away at the age of 87. Oh, God, it must have been about 5 years ago. Maybe it was 7 years ago. I don't know. It could have been 8. Might have been 2012 or 2013. He passed away. It might have been 8 years ago. Rainier Winkler. That's cool. Are you related to Henry Winkler? Do you know who Henry Winkler is, you guys? Does anybody know who Henry Winkler is? This stout is from, is it from Fernie, BC? Cool. What's it called, Dave? Yeah, he was a good guy, Sandor. I got videos of his yard here, and the Fonzie, hey, right on. I remember when I was a kid, like in grade 4, grade 5, and we used to always go to people. That's how long that show how long ago that show aired on TV. Happy Days. Yeah, you can see his videos on this channel, and go to Old Palm Trees in Vancouver, and you will see Gerard's garden, man. It's unbelievable. Java the Hut Stout, cool. I don't know that one, Dave. Have to try it sometime. And it's nice to try different beers. I did have a Sneaky Weasel last night, and when I do a live stream tonight, I might do one. I might have one. Well, in the U.S. and Canada, we can be real. Yeah, it's more consistent here, Camel. The temperatures here are very consistent. It's not up and down. It's like this, maybe a few light dips, and then back to normal again, right? Yeah, we have lots of tree frogs here. You can see my videos of them. I shot a video last week. They're making lots of noise out there right now. Tree frogs right through the winter. Hummingbirds. Do you see my hummingbird video? Oh, you guys. So yeah, the hummingbird was caught in the skylight yesterday. I got home at work. I just got out of my parked truck and I heard something buzzing around in the skylight at work. It's an open breezeway with skylights outside, and usually dragonflies grow up there. And I look up and it's like, oh, poor little hummingbird. So I got the silky pruners. And there were some little kids watching me. They came over from the playground. And the first attempt, I got it on there and I lowered it down. Of course, I bumped the pole pruners on the way down and flew back up into the skylights. Second time around, I got the hummingbird down low enough and I took it outside and it flew away. It was the happiest hummingbird in the world. One of my videos is of a green tree frog. Oh, I love when they're on palm trees. Palm tree, you'll have to check that out. Our greenhouse is full of tree frogs. I was just out there sorting some recycling, and of course, in one of the recycling bags, guess what? Red rough-skinned newt. They look like lizards. They look like geckos, about this big. So I took them out and I put them beside the palm tree. Max, I need to get it's here 10 everyone. Okay, have a good night, Max. It is 1:35 p.m. You guys are 9 hours ahead. I had a hummingbird fly right into my house one. Oh yeah, they get in here too, Dave. They come right into our house, and I've caught them in the windows in the upper hallway there. Got to get them outside right away. In my garage. Yeah, that's cool. I love hummingbirds. We have a lot of them here. They're out there buzzing around right now. They love the plants blooming out there. We have there's some fuchsias blooming. She's got primulas out there. She's got Saricococas blooming. Helleborus are blooming. There's a bunch of stuff blooming in the garden. So the hummingbirds are out there, and there's Fatsia. There's a few flowers left on the Fatsia that they do love a lot. They love Fatsia japonica flowers. So hummingbirds are out there buzzing around, having a great old time. And it looks like soon they're budded up right now. I shouldn't say soon. I would say probably in a few weeks to 4 weeks. They'll probably be blooming in February, is if the weather stays the way it is Clematis armandi. We have the ruby-throated hummingbirds. They go to, oh, cool. We have Anise and Rufus, and the Anise stay here year-round. They are year-round. They're residents here on Salt Spring Island. Oh, when we were driving to town today, it's like on the middle of the road, there was a bald eagle, because the other day when I'm driving to work, there's roadkill, a dead deer, and somebody must have dragged it into the ditch, and there's this bald eagle. It was kind of on the edge of the road. It wasn't in the middle of the road. It was on the side of the road, and it was feeding on this deer carcass. So of course I stopped the vehicle, and it flew up into a tree. I got my camera. The minute I start I was going to start videotaping it. It flew to another tree. So I pulled alongside the road with Wendy and I started, and then it just took off. So it was a beautiful bald eagle, though. Just eating away, having a breakfast snack. Let's see, people on the oil rigs leave feeders. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. They go out to the oil rigs. A lot of people here have feeders, feeders too. No feeders here because I think we got enough food for them to feast on. We have, oh, you have eagles out there too. Cool. We have the bald eagles. We have lots of owls here too. Lots of owls. Camel has really warm climate. They could, I wonder. I don't know if they could. My daughter's been to Portugal. She's been to Lisbon and some other place there because when she lived in England, it's only like a 2-hour flight, I think, to get over to Portugal. She really liked it there. I got a friend here that has a condo, an apartment in Portugal. So she stayed in his condo over there. We have a feeder in the summer and they could, that's cool. I love watching the hummingbirds. I have a ton of hummingbird videos here on this channel, and I have some on my first channel too. I think I have some on Jungle Josie as well. They are absolutely awesome to watch. They're great little birds, and they are very, very colorful. So I don't know if I've held them lots of times because I've caught them when they've got in the house or a shop. So I'm not too sure. Lisbon. Well, it is pretty close, isn't it? I'm not too sure if coconuts would actually grow there, though. I don't know. Does anybody know if coconuts will grow in Lisbon, Portugal? Do you hear that? I'm trying to tune into one of my other channels. There we go. Madeira. You know what? Yeah, Madeira Islands off of Portugal, which is Portuguese. There probably are. No, that's what I thought. I thought they do get cold snaps out there. Madeira Island's completely different, though. It's almost kind of like this subtropical island out there. So maybe somebody can go find a YouTube video of palm trees, or not palm trees, coconut palms growing on Madeira Island. I knew a lady from Madeira Island. Portugal's 9B. So what is Madeira Island? Madeira Island must be 10, I bet. It's got to be 10. At least. It's kind of like subtropical every time I've seen pictures of it. It's pretty cool. Let's just see here. I'm just checking out my other channel here right now. On the west coast of Morocco, coconuts grow. That's close to. Oh, that's cool. My daughter's been to Tunisia. Do you know where Tunisia is? It's also in northern Africa. We grow plants from Morocco here. We have pineapple broom tree from Morocco, Cytisus batidarii, and we have the Chamaerops humilis cerifera, which is pretty cool. It's a really nice Mediterranean fan palm. You guys probably know of it already. It's got kind of the silvery fronds on it. Madeira Island is 10A. That's what I thought. Could coconut palms grow on Madeira Island? What do you think, folks? Do you think that's possible? I wonder. I really wonder if they could actually survive there. Would be interesting to find out. I'm going to go look for a YouTube video later on after I do everything outside after this live stream. I'll go for about 10 more minutes. I'll go to 40 minutes and then I'll call it quits because I'll do another one later. But I wonder, does anybody know if Cocos nucifera will survive on the island of Madeira? If the winter lows are higher than, I'm sure they would. Yeah, palm tree dude, you're right. It is too cold for them. Have you ever tried growing tree tomatoes? Well, we've grown lots of tomatoes that have grown taller than me. I don't know if they're actual trees, but Johan, they are tall tomato plants. And we grow a lot of other things that grow tall too. I guess they could, but probably not. Camel would probably be like short term, kind of like the one at Newport Beach. Well, actually, that petered out from neglect. That's what it was in California. There are pictures of coconuts in Madeira on. Is there really? Okay, cool. I used to be a member of that forum a long time ago. They grow in Florida, 9B in an area. Okay, cool, palm tree dude. Any coconuts in Malta? I wonder, how about Crete? Is there any coconuts in Sicily? Or is Sicily way too cold? Hi, Benjamin. Is there any coconut palms in Sicily? You got to remember, my relatives, my dad's side of the family lives in Reggio Calabria, a little town called Ardori. And if you look up that images of palm trees in Ardori, there's tons of palm trees in Reggio Calabria, and there are videos on YouTube of all the beautiful palm trees in Reggio Calabria. There's tons of palm trees in Italy, but more so when you go down, lots of more varieties you can grow down in the south on the Mediterranean Sea in the very south. Malta, the mildest sense. Is it zone 11, Malta? I'm not too sure. There's a dude on YouTube channel, one who lives in Lake Placid and Grownby and has coke. Cool. That is awesome, palm tree dude. God, you gotta love YouTube. There's a guy from Palm Talk Grow Coke in Cyprus. So that is an island close to Turkey, correct? Isn't that where Cyprus is? Happy Saturday, David. Good to see you in there. I'm going to do this stream for maybe about 14 more minutes, and then I got to head back out because I got a lot of stuff to do out there. I got to start moving some firewood. And then I'm going to go down and see the Swampsonia. I got to get down into the ravine and see how things are doing down there in that mucky, wet ravine. I got to put my rubber booties on. I saw hardiness. Benjamin saw hardiness zone map. Okay, cool. Zone 11. What's Crete? Is it zone 11 in Crete? Someone on Palm Talk tried them in Sicily. They did. Yeah, I think it can get cold every so often in Sicily. Same with Reggio Calabria. It's rare. I think its climate down in the south of Italy is kind of like San Diego. Yes, and the Greeks in Cyprus. What? That's what I thought. Isn't kind of like half the island, Dave, white with dreamy eyes, Turkish? Sounds like fun. Yeah, I got some, I split up a bunch of wood this morning, Dave. So I got to move it. It's eucalyptus wood. Matter of fact, I'll put the video on before I go out. I think I'm going to title it splitting the most exotic type of species of firewood in Canada, or splitting the most exotic firewood in Canada. That's what we will title it. Okay. So I'm giving you the heads up before it even goes on. It's really nice, man. It actually can really smell that eucalyptus when you split it. So I got a mountain of it out there, and I'm going to have to move it up to the wood pile because it's on the other side of our property. And the frontage of our property is big. It's like 330 something feet. So I load it up and I drive it up to the next driveway. North Cyprus has Turks, so Greeks. That's what I thought. What kind of music do you like? I like heavy duty music, Joanne. I'm pretty much a headbanger. So if it's heavy, I like it. But you know what? I'll listen to any music that's good. I love oldies from the 50s, the 60s. I like the Doors. I like the Beatles. I like the Stones. I like the Moody Blues. I like Jefferson Airplane, Steppenwolf, Golden Earring, all that stuff. I mean, if Roxette is on there, I'll listen to Roxette. You know what I mean? If it's good music, I'll listen to it. But most of the stuff I listen to is heavy, like Motorhead and Judas Priest and all that heavy duty stuff. Disco, I've never, you know what? And now in my old age, Sandor, I absolutely despised disco when I was younger. I'll tell you so. I love Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin rocks. I have a ton of their albums. I'll tell you something. When I was in the PE class back in high school, and this would have been grade 9 or 10 PE, they had this machine on wheels. It was a music machine called the disco machine. They called it a disco machine. And they would put cassette tapes in there, and they would preset it. So they'd roll it in, and they would do this disco aerobics type stuff. This is back in the late 70s. And I remember one time I got in there with a buddy, and I put a Black Sabbath tape in there. I took out their disco stuff, and I chucked it aside. And I put my Black Sabbath tape in there. I think it was Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. And no, it wasn't Sabbath, it was Paranoid. And I had it set to Iron Man. So the minute they pressed play and they had it cranked, it went straight to Iron Man. It was absolutely awesome. Anyway, the teacher gave me crap for it because she found out I did it. So, and then soon after that, I got booted out of school because I did something else. I was a bit of a hooligan. Yeah, Zeppelin rocks. Hey, there's an all-girl band, Johan, called Zepparella. And it's not Led Zeppelin, but man, they're good. They do Zeppelin really good. Like, it's amazing. And they're great, man. Zepparella. It's a cover band of Led Zeppelin. And they're these beautiful women that cover Led Zeppelin perfectly. I love it. The sound, the guitar, and even her voice is awesome. So try listening to Zepparella on YouTube. And When the Levee Breaks, that's a really good song they do, When the Levee Breaks. Listen to it, man, and tell me what you think. I get floods sometimes here in spring. Oh, really? Yeah, that's one thing we don't get here is floods. The only flood I've seen is in Centennial Park where the Palm Island is because the drain plugs up when we get a Pineapple Express. Dave, okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. I hate it. You is wet my arm. Oh, yeah, cedar's the worst, man. Got to be careful with that, Dave. with that type of tree. We were cutting up a lot of it the other day. We were making a children's playground behind Rainbow Pool. So we cut up a bunch of cedar logs. You can see the videos on the other YouTube channel. I uploaded them. I'll do a better video next week, or maybe even tomorrow. I'll go there and I'll show you what it's all about. Camel legs go, thanks. Common fig should be solid. Yeah, common fig. Ficus carica is a hardy tree. And we have, like, there's a lot of figs here. Okay, yeah, Johan, it's called Zepparella. And tell me what you think of them. Now, I'm going to do a live stream tonight here at around 5 p.m. It's going to be too late there, but I'll do one tomorrow. And I might do it on Jungle Joe C, my other channel. But check any of you guys, if you like Zeppelin, check out Zepparella. I think it's cool. I love the original, and I'm not too much into cover bands, but I like the all-girls band Zepparella. I think they're pretty cool. They're a bunch of really cool chicks because they do Zeppelin really good. What about Spain, Exclays, Morocco, can coconut? I wonder, Morocco might be too cold. Just because it's zoned in doesn't mean cold. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Camel. You're right. Do you grow? No, I don't grow Ranga angularia. I'd like to. That's native to Taiwan. I've always thought about it, but I can't get it. There's available nowhere here in Canada. Okay, thanks, Johan. Give me a rating on Zepparella. When the levee breaks. Okay, that's the one you want to watch. That's an awesome video. They have other ones as well, but that's one of my favorites. They do it so well. Also flooding for Croft. Oh yeah, David's right. It floods there. Dave Paperno. Folks, for you guys that don't know, Dave Paperno is a longtime friend of mine. He used to live on Salt Spring Island. His mom grew up here. Her family's been here since the 50s. He now lives on the Big Island in Crofton, a little town where Vesuvius Ferry docks. Once we get off of our island, just around the corner from our place, it's a nice little town. And if I didn't live on Salt Spring, I could live in Crofton. They got a good view. They're looking over to Salt Spring. Yeah, Johan, you can be my rater, the music rating dude. Morocco can grow coconuts in the... Can they really? Cool. Thanks for the info, man. Anywhere near the coastline, I guess, is a lot milder. Morocco does get cold at night. Mountains. Yeah, that's what I thought. Watching here with my beard. Oh, cool. Bearded dragon. I used to have iguanas, eh? I had iguanas for years. I like the bearded dragons. Are cool. I have a video of our friend's Chinese water dragon. My Washingtonians are still... Are they doing good? Awesome. Ours are doing good. They are. We have one outside. Not so good. It's in a poor spot. It's nothing to do with weather. It's just the roots from the big trees. But the other ones, planters in the tiki hut, are awesome. And then we have we have 7 in the greenhouse, unheated greenhouse. But remember, folks, I will be turning on the Christmas lights in the greenhouse if the temperatures take a big dive at the end of the month. Portugal might be possible really good microclimate. Madeira Island, I think. Egypt has coconuts on the Red Sea. That's what I've heard. Instagram. Cool. Somebody just liked my Instagram. That's cool. It was a girl last night that was watching our live stream, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell her to come into the live stream. She's around. She's up island. So many times they are closed. It's so bad, the flooding there in Crofton sometimes, Dave, that intersection, and sometimes you can't even get through. We're taking down Christmas tree. Oh wow, is it still up? It's going to be tinder dry. I got to tell you a story about a Christmas. This was knucklehead, another knucklehead of the day. The first knucklehead was the guy that got locked out of his Bitcoin account. Okay, so 2 more tries. You can Google the guy, man that gets locked out of his Bitcoin account. So he's got 2 more attempts to get into his Bitcoin account where he has 234 or 235 million. The other knucklehead of the day is a guy that's got this open fireplace in his house, right? Old school fireplace. He takes down his Christmas tree and he figures, he can burn his Christmas tree a section at a time. So he's got this raging fire going in his fireplace. So he takes his Christmas tree and he sticks the top portion of the Christmas tree in the fireplace. And he figures he can just feed this Christmas tree, tinder dry Christmas tree, into the fireplace and it'll burn a section at a time. Well, what happens when you stick a tinder dry Christmas tree into your fireplace? You know what? You can't fix stupid, man. So he was the other knucklehead, but the number one knucklehead of the day on my radio station I listened to was the guy that got locked out of his Bitcoin account. He cannot, for the life of him, remember his Bitcoin password, his encrypted password. Nobody else has it. Once you try after 10 times, you fail, it's gone forever. It's erased from the hard drive, man. 200 and something million. So it was in the New York Times and then it was on ABC News. So I Googled to see who the guy, he's a young guy. He's not even that old. And he's got 235 million in Bitcoin. and he's had it in there for, I guess he started about 8 years ago. But you can see him. There's a little interview with the guy too. It's crazy, just crazy. So something to check out, you guys. I'm going to go to my Instagram. Live streaming. This is a good live stream. It's kind of fun. I hope you guys are having fun here. Boutia Jubea is better. Yeah, I have Boutia Jubea, and we also have Syagris. Syagris Jubea. Instagram. Where am I? There am I. Or mules. That is a mule palm. Boutia Jubea is a mule. Syagris Boutia is a mule. Boutia Syagris is a mule. It's been like that, Dave, for years, as long as I can remember. That's crazy. I think, Dave, I'm going to do a live stream around 5:30. Thanks for doing the live stream. Yeah, you're welcome. I try to do it where the people in Europe can kind of join in, because I know you're in Ireland and we got people in the Netherlands. Sometimes a guy from Russia comes in, Norway, Sweden, Korea, Japan, this, that, and the other, from all over the place, and Australia too. So a lot of different, Poland. And yeah, it's nice to kiss the babies in there. Cool. Good to see you in there, Mike. Really good to see you in there. I'm just trying to figure something out here on live stream. I mean on Instagram, sorry, talking to myself. Anyway, and Switzerland. Yes, Fabian, Switzerland and Germany and England and Ireland, I've said, and Scotland. And where else? South America, Hawaii, and also Bahamas. Ingrid was in the Bahamas. She joined in last week. Ingrid Gott from the Bahamas. She's been a friend of mine on Facebook for a long time. So Bahamas and Czech Republic and Yugoslavia. I don't think it's Yugoslavia anymore. It's Bosnia and Slovenia, isn't it? Something like that. Didn't Yugoslavia broke up, right? Switzerland. Cannot forget Switzerland. I'd love to go to Switzerland one day. One day when everything's better in the world, it's sure nice to be travel to Switzerland. I would love to go to Lugano and Locarno, Switzerland, to see all of the palms. And folks, it can get cold there at times in southern Switzerland. The thing is with southern Switzerland, like I said before, the winters, I think, are drier and can get cool or cold, but the summers are hot and humid. So it's opposite here. Our summers are hot or warm and dry, and our summers are damp and cool. And that damp and cool is really hard on a lot of species of palm trees. No, Joe, it's Serbia. Okay, Serbia and Hungary. I think I've had people in from Hungary here as well. Yes, I have. And Bulgaria and Ukraine. Brizago Island is in it. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And there's been many articles, Fabian, of Brizago Island in my Hardy Palm International. And there's some nice palm trees in Brizago Island. Beautiful place. Is it in Lake Major? Did they call that? Is that the lake? What lake is it in? Give me the dirt. I'm not too hip which one it is, but is it Lake? They call it Lake Major. I'm curious. Magnolia Petal sent you a message. Magnolia Petal sent me a message. Cool. She sent me something on the Queen of Hawaii back in the day. Lake Majora. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Go to travel to Switzerland. I would love to. Wherever I travel to, I'm going to have to do a live stream, okay? So, in the spring, I'm going to be back on the far west coast. I'll be in Tofino, and I will be live streaming from Tofino. And stay tuned for more palmy pics from Tofino. My friend Scotty's there right now. Did you like it, Joan? Wasn't it pretty cool? I mean, I think those chicks are smoking hot, and I think they do Led Zeppelin just amazingly. I love the way the guitar and everything else. Yugoslavia was a silly dream that turned. Yeah, I think there was kind of like some sort of war there or something, wasn't it? Yeah. So, Johan, I know you're a big Zeppelin fan, and so am I. Which Led Zeppelin song is your favorite? I like Houses of the not Houses of the Holy, Stairway to Heaven, and In Through the Outdoor. Kashmir. I like Kashmir. I love that. I bought In Through the Outdoor when it came out in 79. I think that's when it came out, 79. I bought it from the record store back then. I have a lot of Led Zeppelin albums. Joe, there's an island in Germany. Lake. Yeah, absolutely. I've known about that one for 30-something years, Blastoff. That's Lake Constance. And the island is Minau and Lake Constance. That is one place I'd love to go with one day. Oh, Germany or Switzerland, Dave? Yeah, there's lots of palm trees there, blast off. Trachycarpus. And Tofino, yes, I will be in Tofino sometime in March, I think. Croatian. Tito was a Croatian. Tito. Yeah, I don't know Tito. I don't know much about what went on there, but I know there was some sort of war. But there's lots of palm trees in former Yugoslavia. Manau. Yeah, Manau. So Manau in southern Germany, and I used to actually have where I used to work, they had a calendar from Manau, and there was palm trees on it. It was kind of cool. I'll be trying a Spanish yucca. Ah, cool. Fully hardy there. It'll be hardy there. Yucca, is it Yucca elafolia, Spanish bayonet? You could try, you know what you should try is Yucca gigantea. Dara, try Yucca gigantea, formerly known as Yucca elephantippus. I think it will work where you are. If you're growing all those really tender palm trees, try a Yucca gigantea. And yeah, it's fun to push the limits. And you always got to keep in mind there's a chance you can lose things. Never get upset. Don't get too upset and don't give up on it. That's where I want to go. But also, yeah, I'd like to see. Oh, yeah, that's right. David Paperno is Italian, just like moi. So half of my family's Italian and the other half is from Ukraine. My mom's side of the family, but it goes way back, way back. Like my mom's mom was born in Canada too. So it goes way back before 1914. My mom's mom was born in 1914. So before 1914, I think those guys might have came from the Ukraine. Too much stout, Sander. Getting blunt. You're getting blunt. Awesome. No filter. No filter for Dave. You got to love Dave. So Dave Paperno, White with Dreamy Eyes, is also Dave. So White with Dreamy Eyes, meet Dave Paperno. Dave is a longtime islander on Salt Spring Island, born and raised on Salt Spring Island. There's a lot of Daves around. My other brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, is Dave as well. And I work with a Dave. Dave is a popular name. Cheech and Chong said, Dave's not here. Great. Were you born in Poland? Cool. Hey, Greg, do you like pierogies and cabbage rolls and borscht? Do you like that stuff? That is awesome food. I like Ukrainian food, and I'm thinking in Poland they have kind of the same food, right? And in Russia too. Borscht is a good soup, and traditional pierogies are so good. And now I'm talking about food. Pierogies, you know what? I've always had these pierogies bought from the store that were frozen, the Chimo ones, and they're okay. They're kind of doughy. And then I went to the Cranberry Festival, like I said, September 2019 in Fort Langley. And there was a Ukrainian or Polish lady there selling her homemade pierogies. She heat them up for you, and she had this beautiful creamy sauce she had on them. Oh my God. These pierogies were to die for. And my mom used to make cabbage rolls all the time, which is good in borscht. Awesome palms. And yes, there are palm trees in Ukraine. I've seen only Trachycarpus palms there, but Palms USA, are there date palms and Washingtonias in the Ukraine? That is what I want to know. I've only seen Trachycarpus fortunae palm trees in the Ukraine, and there's big ones in the Ukraine. Greg, you're right. Homemade is best, and that's what Wendy says too. Homemade is best. She doesn't like eating store-bought stuff. Southwest Ireland, Dara. Yep, I've been getting in from a friend going to lose something during winter store. Yeah, well, that's okay. You know what? You got to take risks, and that's what it's all about. Exotic gardening and pushing the limits, pushing the envelope. Dapper, it's on my grandpa's side for Italian blood on me. Okay, cool. So yeah, so my dad's side of the family are all Italian from Reggio Calabria. And like I say, my dad's sister is still alive, my Aunt Mary, 98 years old, going on to 99 years old, still lives alone. Oh, Sandor. Okay, I'll see you later, Sandor, and join in. If I do a live stream later, I will, well, you'll know. I'll be on here. It is 49 minutes into the live stream. So let's just go for an hour. Then I'll call her quits. And then I'm going to go out and help Wendy. I think she's got a fire going. I'm going to help her haul some stuff. Otherwise, she's going to come in here and kick me in the hiney. I was actually really busy out there, and she was in here. So, and then I'm going to put a video on. I'm going to get my camera out of my pocket, my trusty camera there, and I will put a video on. And this one is going to be called Most Exotic Firewood in Canada. What do you think, folks? I think that's what I'm going to title it. And I write them down so I don't forget. Because at my age, I start to forget short term. You know what I mean? Long term, really good. Short term, not so good. Not so good at all. So let's just put that down here. And that'll be the next video. Most exotic firewood. Exotic. Okay. Dave Paperno. No one, yeah, no one, yeah, homemade is best. But Dave, I agree. Dave Paperno, but me having the dark Italian skin. Cecile, oh, you're from Sicily. Okay, so my family's close to your family because they're on the toe of the boot in southern Italy. They look at Sicily. That's how close they are to Sicily. And my nono, which is grandpa in Italian, had lived on an olive farm, a big olive farm in Italy. Let's just see. 4851. I got to get a good thumbnail. We got to get a good thumbnail for that too. So we'll go for about 9 minutes, 8-9 minutes, and then we will call her quits there, big fellas. I'm having a fun time in here. It's great. You Italians, yeah, us wops, right? Hey, do you know what wop means? You know when some people call Italians wops? Do you know what wop means? I heard that it means that some of them came in without papers. W-O-P, without papers. So when my grandpa, I used to call him Nono, immigrated to Canada. It was before 1920. I think it was around maybe 1916, something like that. He came in through Nova Scotia on a ship, and then he made his way over to Vancouver, and he did heavy construction. And then his wife, that he got, his girl was there, and he went back and he got her. Let's just see. He went back and got married. And then he was there for many more years. And then he came back because he established himself here. So they were apart for a while. And then he established himself here and he went back and brought her to Canada. In 1930, 34 or 33, 33, 34, late 33, they came to Canada, I believe. And my dad was born in February 34. So my Nana was pregnant with my dad when they came over. Yes, early Americans treated Italian immigrants like, yeah, that's what I heard. Hard workers. Camaraccima's volcano is from Italy. Yes, Fabian. And I have them in the greenhouse. And yes, Dave, that's why you have dark skin, Dave Paperno. You do have dark skin. Mine gets darker when I tan. Yes, early Americans treated my grandfather, Florida did construction. Oh, wow, cool. To Seattle. Sweet. Seattle, Vancouver's sister city. You got to love that. I like the city of Seattle. I think it's a pretty awesome city. David Brill, that's awesome. Wish I know more about my family. I should show you some pictures sometime of my family. Now, I do have pictures of my family. I could probably, do I have them here? I do have pictures of them, and I'm going to find them. Sorry, guys. Here we go. I'm going to show you some older pictures. I have more, but okay. So let's check out some family pictures here. Really old family pictures. Okay. So this picture here was taken in the early 1930s. They look Italian to you? So this dude right here is my grandpa's brother. All right. And the strange thing is my grandpa's brother married my grandma's sister. So you got two brothers that married two sisters. So that is my Nana's sister right there. So we're all related, right? And this picture here was taken in 1934. Okay. So there's my Nono right there. He was a big dude. There's my Nana. So he died in 1974. She died in 1967. There's my dad in 1934. There's his oldest sister, Auntie Mary. She's still alive. She's going to be 99 years old this year, and she lives in Vancouver. So she immigrated to Vancouver when she was about 12 years old, something like that. And dad was just born. So that's 1934. So she's still living. And my dad's youngest sister was not even born in this picture yet. She was born in 37, and she passed away in 2002. Dad passed away in 2016. Auntie Mary's still alive and kicking and going strong. She is an awesome lady, and I do have videos here on of her in her garden and stuff like that. Really awesome lady and a great cook. And then here's another picture. Sorry to bore. I just want to show you a little family history. Taken in Vancouver, 1934. My dad was even younger. My Aunt Mary, Luigi. His name was Luigi. Okay, and then Maria, right there. And then there's my dad, Joe. My dad's name is Joe as well. So Mary, Maria, and Luigi. And then what else do we have here? Here's another one of relatives. And there's this was his dad. That's my Nono's brother. Isn't that cool? This is really old stuff, man. Really, really old stuff. These guys are all long gone dead, man. Long gone dead. And then here's another one. Here's my Nono when he got married, okay? Sorry, guys. I'm just going to show you the family history. This is in Italy. So there's my Nana. There's my Nono, and that was in 1921, and that's her sister. And then there's my Nana, and then there's Auntie Mary. And this picture was taken in Auntie Mary was born in 1922. So this was taken when she was probably about maybe 3 years old, something like that. So 1925. And then here's another one here as you get older. Okay, so in this picture, there's my Auntie Norma. She passed away in 2002. That's my dad's younger sister. And there's my dad. And there's my Auntie Mary. She's still alive. And then Nono and Nana. So the only one alive in that picture is Auntie Mary. Crazy, eh? And I'll show you. I have some really, really old pictures too. Really, really old pictures. There's more downstairs. I got a picture that was taken around 1908 of my family because my Nana was born in 1903 and my grandpa was born, my Nona was born in 1894. So there's a lot of family history, but I'm not going to bore you, but there's my great grandmother right there. Great grandmother right there. Died a long time ago. Died before I was born. And then here's another one here. This is old stuff, right? Old history pictures. So there's a little bit of brief history of our Italian relatives that are all long gone except Auntie Mary. So when I go over to the mainland, when everything's safe, I will shoot another video of Auntie Mary's garden because Auntie Mary is an avid gardener, okay? The front of her house is all calla lilies, and she lives in a very palmy neighborhood in South Vancouver. She's been in that house since 1968. She's got huge kiwi vines. She's got a huge persimmon tree, and she's got big fig trees, and she's got a great garden. So you will see when I go there. I do have videos of her garden now. I don't have any pictures of the Ukrainians. Isn't that crazy? I don't have them here. Let's just see. Well, I do. I got a picture of my mom. There's a picture of my mom right there. That's my mom right there. She's gone. My dad there. Ukrainian, Italian, me. So there are probably pictures of them on Facebook. More pictures of my mom and dad on Facebook. But yeah, I got pictures of all the Italians. Mary is, because she's an avid gardener and she really lives on that homemade cooking and the Mediterranean diet. Remember my grandpa hated having picture taken? Yeah, there's not a lot on mom's side of the family. Yeah, so there you go. I had to share that with you guys. So I like old photos and I like history. I totally love history, man. History is totally awesome. I love the history. When I go to visit a town, I like to know the history of it. Salt Spring Island, there's a lot of history here on Salt Spring Island. So, and if you ever want to know the history of Salt Spring Island, I'd love to tell you the history of Salt Spring Island. And I know I've told some of you guys the history of Salt Spring Island, right? You know how it was settled, the first settlers, you know, where they came from and what it's all about. Dave Paperno, I remember my grandpa having his, yeah. So not a lot of people did like have their picture taken. And a lot of people never smiled back then. Have I been to Italy? Fabian, I've never been to Europe. Isn't that sad? Never been to Europe. I keep going to Hawaii. I got to dump Hawaii and go to Europe. You've been to Italy. Yeah, see, you've done way more traveling than me, Dave. I've never been to Europe at all. I'm fine with having my pic taken. There you go. See, that's what I like to hear. You're a good-looking dude. You can take your picture. Me, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, it just captures history, right? And one day we'll all be gone, so it's nice to have photos and people can look back. Hey, remember White with Dreamy Eyes? Remember Palms USA? Remember Piece of Me? Remember Dave Paperno? It's all taking photos and videos is capturing history. And that's another reason I like to shoot videos. It captures history. You should make a video on the petroglyphs. Oh, yeah, cool. Well, there's one around the corner from me, Palms USA, but it's hard to get to because it's kind of on this private beach, and I've seen it. Last time I saw it was probably maybe 15 years ago. And then there's one on the south end at Drummond Park. I have Italian, no smile. Smirk. I have the, yeah, same with me. I'm the same way. I don't smile that much. I just kind of smirk. I've been to Italy. Oh, you've been there too. Cool. Lucky you. How many of you guys like Italian food? Like, I like all food. I love Ukrainian food, Hungarian food, Italian food, Chinese food. I don't know which one's my favorite, though. What's your favorite? Would you prefer to eat Chinese food or Italian food? Authentic. And Vietnamese food's good too. My daughter's been to Italy and the Vatican. Oh, cool. Lucky her. One of these days, folks. One of these days. I hope the world gets back to normal soon. You know what I mean? And then this is all done, what we're going through right now, and then we can just travel freely like we once did before. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. Piece of me. So Italian food for piece of me. Okay. Who likes Italian food here? Raise your hands or give me a thumbs up. You know, I love Chinese food too. I like authentic Chinese food. I love dim sum. I went to Italy and saw a lot of Phoenix Theophrasti. Cool. Those are native to Turkey. I had one. Did I have one? No, my friend had one. He tried it in the late 1980s and died. I love it. Southwest Ireland loves it. Food is the best. Mexican. Oh, I forgot Mexican food. Fabian, Mexican food is awesome too. Greg likes it. I'm slowly learning more. Cool. Making Italian Christmas cookies. Oh, biscotti, Dave. Biscotti are good. Mexican food rules. It does. Mexican food is awesome. I had pizza last night. Wendy made homemade pizza. So good. I'm a foodie. I like to eat. I'm not the greatest cook, but I can cook pretty good pasta. That I'll admit. I think the pasta I make is pretty good. I'll go out into the garden. I'll go to our bay leaf trees and I'll pick some bay leaves off and I throw them in that sauce. I'll take hot Italian sausage, cut it up. First, I'll barbecue it, cut it up, throw it into the sauce, garlic, oregano, fresh basil leaves. I'll put some dried, not peppers, peppers. Put peppers in there and the nice chunks of tomato, Roma, and I'll get that stewing in there. And then I'll add that on top of the pasta. It's really good. Oh, yes, White with Dreamy Eyes was here and he had pasta. Joanne, we have an olive farm here. I grow olives. We have olives in our garden. And there's a big olive farm on Salt Spring Island. It's over 3,000 olive trees on the olive farm here. They make the best olive oil. You can look it up. Go to the olive farm on Salt Spring Island. I have videos. Johan, check out my videos of the olive farm on Salt Spring Island. It is a commercial olive farm, and there's also a commercial fig farm on Salt Spring Island. Palms USA. I love Italian food. Went to Herculaneum. It's just adjacent room to. Oh, nice. Hey, Pompeii. That's where they got frozen in time, the people from the volcano. Didn't they? They're really good. Yes. The olives here, Johan, they use for olive oil. Yeah. They're beautiful. I drive by the olive farm once a week. It's on the slopes on the south end, and it's olive trees as far as you can see. Beautiful olive trees. And they're just absolutely gorgeous the way they have them all laid out. So neat and tidy. The people that own the place are great. So I've been in there and I've shot videos. Yeah, olives will grow in Ireland for sure. I had pizza at the Rome airport. Oh, I'm jealous, Dave. White with Dreamy Eyes. But they also never call sauce gravy to Italian. No, not gravy, Dave Paperno. It is. I call it pasta sauce. We have a Mediterranean climate here, Johan. It is very Mediterranean on the Southern Gulf Islands. You can Google our climate. Salt Spring Island climate. It is Mediterranean. Wikipedia it, and it'll come up and it'll tell you what the climate's like here because we're in a rain shadow. So lots of people grow olives on Salt Spring Island, and some people grow pomegranate. Lots of kiwis and persimmons. Yeah. And figs, lots of fig trees. Anyway, guys, I should roll. I'm going to go outside and help Wendy. And don't be jealous, Joe. Were you really disappointed? Next time you're on Salt Spring Island, we'll go to Pasta Fresca, Del Vecchio's place. It's in town. And Max Del Vecchio, Italian dude, has really good pasta and pizza. Yeah, Johan, check out my videos of the olive farm. I was in the olive farm. I tried one right off the tree. It's absolutely disgusting. So they did the olive harvest here. I think it was late October. Got a little earlier this year, and they make a lot of bottles of olive oil here, and they claim it's the best olive oil you will ever taste. So there's an olive oil processing plant on the south end of our island. I'm going to do a live stream around 5:30, I think, something like that. All right, so join in, you guys. Love having you guys in here. I bet it's good. It's really good pizza, and he did move here from Italy. And Dave, when you're on Salt Spring Island next time, you have to try it out. Dave Paperno knows what I'm talking about. Okay, thanks for joining in the live stream, guys. I know it's getting late in Southwest Ireland, so Dara, you have to go to bed soon. And Johan, it must be very late in Switzerland, too. I will say hi to Wendy for you. And yeah, Max's place. And Dave and his mom absolutely know about the pasta place on Salt Spring Island. My daughter worked there for 5 years. and she used to bring home a lot of pasta. They make all their own pasta from scratch. It's all natural product in the pasta, free range eggs. It's so good. Okay, Johan, thank you very much. Thanks for watching Zepparella. You guys check out Zepparella, okay? When the Levee Breaks. If you like a good cover band of Led Zeppelin, Zepparella, When the Levee Breaks. A hot bunch of gals doing a really good tune, man. All right, guys, 5:30 blast off. Check this out later, the live stream if you're in there. Thanks for joining in. Sorry to bore you to death with some family photographs of Italian history family pics. I'll try to dig up some Ukrainian family pics if I can find them. My sister, I think, has a lot of them. So anyway, take care, Greg, and everybody else in there. Thanks for the live stream, and cheers to you all. Stay safe, and we will see you next live stream. Okay, take care, man. Thank you.